Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. It is December 6, 2024, and Hansi Flick has opened the door to the departures of both Ansu Fati and Eric Garcia. Also, the club should be making a decision pretty soon in regards on whether to sign Jonathan David or not. And finally, Barcelona are counting on a profitable exit of Clement Lenglet. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and I'm still out of the country, away from my YouTube studio. This is why I'm bringing you this short live stream to keep you up to date on all Barcelona news. This is not a podcast, so I will not be addressing the chat section, nor is it going to be that long. Now, I will be back home on Sunday, so Sunday back to regular schedules, podcast, post-match live analysis, you name it. So stay tuned to the channel. And of course, as always, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. Now, let's begin with the news, and we'll start with good news because guess who is back training on the pitch? It's no other than Ansu Fati and Andreas Christensen, who were seen today practicing on the pitch with the ball. And you might say, Mo, what does that mean? Well, that means that they are in the final stage of recovery. Now, of course, the two of them did train separately from the group, but nonetheless, they are back on the pitch, not doing, just exercises or gym workouts. They're actually back on the pitch, which means that the two are nearing full recovery, where Ansu Fati had suffered an injury to his right hamstring, and Andreas Christensen had, of course, suffered that Achilles tendon injury that necessitated surgery, and the two are expected to come back pretty soon, with, of course, Ansu Fati expected to come back before Christensen. As far as Christensen, he's expected to come back after the Christmas break, so we're talking about January. Ansu Fati could come back before the winter break. So definitely good news on that front because, of course, Flick is going to need as many players healthy as possible because the calendar is only going to get more crazy. In January, we start playing Copa del Rey and also the Spanish Super Cup. So 4 competitions. So we're going to need all of our players healthy so Flick can start rotating. Now, speaking of Ansu Fati, it's been reported that Hansi Flick has opened the door to the departures of both Ansu Fati and Eric Garcia. Now, most recently, Paulo Torre made an interview where he discussed how Hansi Flick handled the whole situation during the summer, where Flick told Paulo Torre, hey, if you want to stay, that's great. I would like to count on you, but just know you're not going to be getting that much playing time. So it's really up to you if you want to stay or not. Paulo Torre, of course, decided to stay in Barcelona, and it looks like Hansi Flick has done the same with both Eric Garcia and Ansu Fati, where the coach has approached both players, had private conversations with each, and let them know, hey, if you guys want to stay, that's great. I would like to have you. I would like to count on you. But just know you're not going to be getting that much playing time. So if you want more minutes, if you want to play more, it's better that you leave and go to other clubs. But again, if you want to stay, you're more than welcome to. So Hansi Flick kind of putting the ball in the court of these two players to decide what they want to do, if they want to stay and fight for very few minutes or if they want to go somewhere else and get more playing time. Now, as far as Ansu Fati, of course, Hansi Flick was hoping to recover the form of the Barcelona Academy graduate. It has not happened. We've seen many players actually go ahead of him in the pecking order, including even Paulo Torre, who's played as a left winger ahead of Ansu Fati. As far as Eric Garcia, with Araujo and Christensen set to come back pretty soon from injury, there's going to be hefty competition in those two positions with Pau Cubarsí, Iñigo, Araujo, Christensen. Of course, Eric Garcia is not better than any of those. And as far as in the defensive midfield position, same thing. You have Casado, you have Pedri, you have Frankie de Jong, you have Gavi, Bernal when he comes back. So the chances of Eric Garcia getting minutes are very small. Same with Ansu. So Flick letting them know, if you guys want to stay, that's cool. But just know you're not going to be getting much playing time. If you want more playing time, it's better that you go somewhere else. So we're going to have to see what the players decide, whether they decide they want to stay in Barcelona and play a few minutes, or whether they decide to go looking for more minutes somewhere else. Now, more news because, ladies and gentlemen, Barcelona still have doubts and will be making a final decision in regards to Jonathan David. Now, as you know, The Canadian center forward's contract expires at the end of the season with Lille. He has decided that he wants to go somewhere else and start a new chapter. His favorite destination is FC Barcelona. So if Barcelona decide to sign him, they'd be able to sign him as a free agent for free this upcoming summer. However, there's been doubts about the signing of the Canadian, with some people within the club thinking he will be a good signing, with other people in the club thinking that, not sure whether he would fit the Barcelona style play, not sure if he could be, a good striker for Barcelona, because, one thing is to be good with Lille, another thing is to be good with a team like FC Barcelona. But it seems that the biggest doubt that's coming within the club in regards to Jonathan David is the way he plays, where the player needs lots of space to thrive in. That's something that he will not find in Barcelona, because, of course, with Barcelona's possession ball, quick passing, and with a lot of the teams playing against Barcelona with a low block defense, he's not going to have that much space to operate on. So that's one of the biggest doubts that Barcelona have on whether Jonathan David could adapt and could succeed at Barcelona. But nonetheless, it's reported that Barcelona will be making a decision in the upcoming days, a final decision on whether, yes, sign him, or no, don't sign him. Because after all, starting January, that's when Jonathan David will be able to start negotiating with other clubs. Since he wants to come to Barcelona, Barcelona don't want to just, drag him along and give him false hope. They want to debate this. They want to think about this, analyze it, come to a final decision. And if they decide no, let the player know, hey, sorry, we're not going to sign you. And that way he can start negotiating with other clubs. Or, of course, if they do want to sign him, let him know and they can start negotiating. Anyway, speaking of players coming, not coming, going, signing, etc., let's talk about Clement Lenglet, because Barcelona are banking on a profitable transfer of the French defender. Now, Clement Lenglet has become a very important piece for Simeone at Atletico Madrid. At first, he was struggling. He wasn't finding minutes, but now he has become an absolute indispensable player for Simeone, doing really well defensively, but also adding a new dimension to Atletico Madrid with his attacking prowess. As such, he has become pretty much a corner piece of Atletico Madrid's defense. And as such, his importance and his value has started to go up. And Barcelona are now happy about this, because it's finally looking like they could offload Clement Lenglet this summer, and they might be able to do it for some profit, since the player's value is going up given his importance at the Madrid-based club. Now, Clement Lenglet did renew his contract until 2027 before he left to Atletico Madrid, and in doing that, he reduced his salary, and that, of course, is very important because it makes him more of an attractive option to other clubs, because there were plenty of clubs interested in him before, but his salary was a big problem. But now with this contract extension, his salary is lower, so that makes him even more attractive. And even though Atletico Madrid don't have an option to buy, of course, but given his importance, his rise in value, Barcelona could sell him to Atletico Madrid for a good price. And even if Atletico Madrid end up deciding they don't want to buy him, there's still plenty of interest in the Premier League. And now with his lower salary under his new contract, Barcelona could finally hope to offload the French defender, who has no space in Barcelona. Even if he starts doing well, Barcelona are not counting on the French defender. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. I did do a previous video in regards to Hansi Flick's pre-match press conference. Make sure to check it out. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always, peace.